All right. Welcome everyone. One of the requests I got was to make the sound louder for this stream. I didn't have a chance to tinker with the settings, so I'll just pull the microphone closer and try to speak a little bit louder. Um, this stream I am playing what I think is now potentially very close to the final form of, let's just call it this iteration of. Thank you, Joff. I appreciate the feedback. Of this legacy environment. What I mean by that is there is likely, I would guess, changes to ban and restricted following Eternal Weekend in North America. This is what I would probably register right now for North America, Eternal Weekend North America, if I were playing. I am not, so the field should be wide open for whoever plays Cradle, in my opinion. I think the deck is very well positioned. Uh, I didn't play in the last 3 nights because I just been very busy with work and stuff around the house, kid. Um, but I went 4-1 with a with a list very close to this, playing I think 3 Kenai Curator. I just think the deck is uniquely positioned to beat Tamio and Reanimator because of the two drops in the deck. Now, namely, Water the Reliquary speaks for itself. I think, in the Mount Rushmore of Modern Horizons 3, alongside Psychic Frog, Glaring Fleshraker, Nadu. And I guess now there's a fourth that is in danger of, the Simpsons meme, right? Of getting banned, the Ralph meme. Um, Kenai Curator is uniquely positioned. Obviously, White is just strong just all the time, but Curator is strong in the metagame because the floor is very high. So even when it's not good, it's like can be okay. But when it's good, it wins the game. So namely against Reanimator, both sides, like both of their angles, stops the combo, which is in my opinion the scarier half. The Temple plan, like I've been a Tamio that drew 5 cards before. It's not unheard of. And the thing is, like, especially you have a Sylvan Safekeeper to protect it, they can't stop your 7/7 trample, probably larger with Hierarch. And what I've done is I just want to lean into the strengths of the deck. Namely, you're playing Graveyard Hate without playing Graveyard Hate. What I mean by that is like you're not playing Leyline the Void main. These cards, especially white, is like good in other matchups. Kenai less good in other matchups, but still serviceable. Only the one endurance main because besides Reanimator and Oops, a lot of these decks are now just like avoiding using the graveyard because you don't want to get hit by splash damage. So I moved that to the sideboard and played Snuff Out main deck. Now, this is a realization I came to after, I agreed to play against Brady 2 weeks ago, to this day, and realized, oh, Endurance is kind of weak main deck, but I looked at let me bring it up. I looked at MTG Goldfish, and as it turned out, all the top decks, here they are, get hit by Snuff Out. So like we can just play a free Black Force of Will against creature decks, and it hits everything but Oops all spells, which Endurance is good against. And Sneak and Show, it does which Endurance is bad against anyways. It's not good against the Epic Store, but they're probably gonna avoid going to the graveyard against you anyways. And pretty much is alive against everything else, even lands where you hit their Rumble token. So I just think Snuff Out is just really well positioned. I don't know if 4 is the right number. Maybe it's only 3. Um, I had the pleasure of grabbing lunch with Andrea Mangucci last Thursday because he was in town, and we quickly just discussed this deck among other things. And, caught up how he was doing. First time meeting him, he's even nicer in person than he is interacting with him online. But he said by default, Snuff Out is a card with a fail rate, and there's no arguing that, right? You could play a deck where they have either no creatures or only black creatures, and when and if that happens, it's gonna be dead. Not to mention, what's it called? You can just like get wastelanded off your body too. That could come up, and I don't know what I'm playing against. I'm playing against Daz 5. Um, this kind of hurts us from a learning what's it called learning experience for the stream because our opponent knew what we were on, just like going for the turn one tabernacle, which is not even that great against us in my opinion, but whatever. They can't do anything, so might as well just do that. I think potentially we want to cut them off Mox Diamond. So I think I'm just gonna do that. Like I don't want them just like Mox Diamonds out of nowhere here. They finally drew their green source. Presumably they had it earlier. They would have played it. Question here is like, do you want to pay for that? I guess so for now. I think we do this. It's not great, but like we needed to hit our land drops here. We went for like cheese win and they drew their green source. Maybe that was a bad play on our behalf. Like in general, like this is why I like to be conservative with my plays because anytime I try to high roll a cheese play, I end up getting punished. So like maybe I'm just unlucky in that sense, but this is why I favor consistency over high variance, but maybe higher ceiling because I always seem to get punished. Not that if they have a crop rotation here, it'll make me feel a little bit better. Um, I think we're gonna let this die. We need the mana. I think we're gonna die otherwise. Mm, we shall pass. I think they're setting up for a end step Marriage. But actually, they have it represented on board. I don't think it would have mattered with our hand. We were on the draw, and our hand was like kind of slow, and our opponent knew what we were on. They don't even need it. Okay, they don't even know this deck. Like they don't need to pay for it because Marriage is indestructible, right? I honestly don't think there's an out, but we'll just show them. Should we show them the endurance? No, I don't think there's an out. All right, let's take the Snuff Outs out. Like I said, I don't think there was anything that we really could have done there. Like they had turn one Tabernacle and turn two, turn four combo. Sometimes it helps to play with this handicap where your opponent knows what you're on, because when they don't, then it's just you feel like you're just way ahead, right? Like when it's a level playing field. I have not played in 3 days, so I apologize, as I am likely to be very rusty. Now, Russ had nothing to do with that game. We would have lost regardless, but I'm just as a heads up, so to speak. Looks like we take out curator. I guess it's too slow. Maybe that was my logic whenever I made this sideboard map. Snuff Out. Oh, one endurance comes in. There we go. I'm not gonna question it. Part of the part of the benefit of doing your map ahead of time is so you don't have to think. And so ideally, I just open with crop rotation, and then we can play a slower game. We can't really or maybe not can't is not the right word. We have a tough time beating their fast merit lage. Now I don't really want to play Caracas. I think it's kind of narrow, but Needle for now will have to suffice. It's a solid hand. There's one of the Reliquary, which is like the best creature in the deck, and especially in this matchup. Now they usually play like flute effects. It's tangent. I think flute is a super overrated card. Super overrated. Their hand is not going to line up well against ours, as you will quickly find out. I'm not going to expose my deck to. Well, maybe I should have. I didn't want to expose myself to Wasteland there. But maybe I should. Maybe it doesn't matter. If they're relying on this card, they're screwed. Like they're gonna have to. They have a hand that's better than just Tabernacle. This is the anti Tabernacle card in every way, shape, and form. Okay, so they have that. That's annoying, for sure. That's why we play Curator, right? So we have redundancy. One thing I've been sloppy about is like tapping in a way that I don't have basic mana up, so that I can play around potential wasteland. Um, so something to keep in mind for this match and going forward. I think here they have a basic force. We're just gonna tap in a way that utilizes the ignoble hierarch mana first. There's no way that I mean I guess they could have Ghost Quarter, but that would be very awkward. Question here is like, is there a reason to play Curator? I think the answer is no, because we're not gonna have mana up anyways to eat, so we might as well just like get the extra damage out of these hierarchs that pay for themselves, right? Non-blue decks, what's going on here? Non-blue decks are actually a little bit scarier from their hate perspective than blue decks because non-blue decks typically play needle instead of consign to memory. Like they usually go in the same decks. So I would rather much see a consign to memory, which is not very good against us, than a pithing needle. They have no mana. Like I think they're gonna lose this game. Like based on the way this game is unfolding. They think that Maze is gonna be what's holding this deck back. They're in for a rude awakening. So we need to keep track of like the pseudo delirium, right? You're gonna waste this. I have to buy you. I think that's fine. I don't really care. 4 mana, sure. So the hierarchs all pay for themselves, which is cool. Ooh, I just realized something. Do we just not have? Okay, I guess not. That's fine. This arbor is bad because I don't actually gain any mana. Um, I don't think pitching an hierarch is the right play here. Fortunately, it's needle, so we can't even like. Sure, that's fine. I think we bog them still. They have no mana, so I don't really care for the time being. There's an argument to be made. Sure, back to square one. There's an argument to be made that I let one of the hierarchs die, but then I have the same problem the following turn. So I think that's fine what we did. So they pay for themselves. Kind of the same thing, I guess, but not really. A Cradle would just like open this game wide open. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures. Majority of them, what's it call it? Can't pay. There's this line where I guess I can like start attacking for three. Oh, that's annoying that they have a second one. Okay, I mean, I guess. I think we're gonna let the Arbor die because I need to get this Kenai online. Curator, no. We have 4 to pay. I think we just maybe sacrifice one of them because I want to eat the loam if need be. That works, I guess. I think I'm gonna play this because I need the lands. It's not ideal, that's for sure. Let's just disappear this. We're gonna dare them to dredge here. I don't think they will. I'm gonna call their bluff. Perfect. They're just gonna turn on our Kenai now. You gotta be kidding me. They're playing 2 needles. that. They only play two in the deck. Like most of the time, they have to play Disruptor Flute. I guess if we draw Natural Order, that's another way to win this game now. But pretty annoying. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. We can pay for all the creatures. They have a stage. Jeez. So they're gonna maze one of these creatures, which is fine. Maybe the mistake I made was I shouldn't have given them the option to loam. Like now they can just like keep doing it, I guess. And of course they hit the stage, so I'm like ultra punished. Okay. So like I said, they they milled the stage, which I guess would have been their second draw step. So maybe I lose regardless, but I definitely accelerate the clock by not eating the loam. So misplay on my behalf. Question here now is like, how do I deal with this? Because they've like locked up all my creatures in terms of shutting off their abilities. I don't think I have an out aside from drawing the crop rotation. Um, I think I just let the raccoon die here. I think ooh okay. There's a maze that we asked for. The problem is they have a loam in the yard, so I think we're gonna lose the loam because we effed up. Otherwise, I don't know how they like. Yeah, we screwed up this game. I think, like I said, I think if we eat the loam there, we probably win. I just don't see how if we have the maze. Well, I guess they can waste the maze, but like, but we definitely effed up this game. The rust is already kicking in, right? Problem is, I don't know how we win from here, which is one of the problems with maze. I think because the merit lane will stop our attacks, and then they can like dig for wasteland because we screwed up. Oh, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. They did. I mentioned that at the end of game one too. Like they don't know the ruling. I just let them know since I've interacted with them before. All right. I almost want to like turn off the stream already. I hate losing the first round. Like my viewership drops a lot when I don't get the 5-0, and like it like is demoralizing for me when I know that it's not gonna happen after one match, right? I think so too, Joff, but it is what it is. It's old text, right? Like I said, I felt like our opponents just drew better than we did that game more or less. Maybe Maze is not the answer. Well, it wasn't intended to be an answer for lands, but it played out worse than even I imagined. Granted, they shut off our best card with Needle, and then they shut off the replacement for it, which is Kenai, and we drew the Reclaimer too late. Like maybe we chalk it up to we drew poorly there versus they drew better than we did. 5 lands, the Automol. Mold of 3. I'm like petrified. I feel like it's oops. Mold of 2. It's definitely oops. Or it's an Echo deck. It's oops. Okay. I mean, we'll know immediately, right? If they take the Kenai. All right, it's oops. And that kind of gave it away, right? Like, if they want to play, flip a coin for, who wins the match. This here we are. Who even needs endurance to win against oops, right? You just let your opponent beat themselves. All right, how am I boarding against oops? I don't remember. It says here, 2 hierarchs, 2 safekeeper. Four snuff out, 3 natural order, 1 talon gates. Oh, force of vigor. That's what I'm missing. It feels like they're the type to just try to turn one me. Normally, I would against a better player, I would like keep this hand. I feel like they're the type to just like mull into a combo, but like maybe we just keep this and see what they do. I like it's I don't like to assume players are shaky, but like it's the vibes I'm getting. And, and in this kind of matchup, I feel like if they're shaky, I might have to just mull to endurance instead of assuming that they have like counterplay. Oh, I think they're gonna go for it. Unfortunately, my read was correct. They're just gonna jam no matter what. Well, on the bright side, it's not what I anticipated. I am not playing Eternal Weekend. I have only played one Eternal Weekend, and I top aided that one, which is 2021. That was the online one. So I guess if you want to call that an asterisk, I don't think so, but 100% conversion rate, right? 100% on making top eights for Eternal Weekend. I honestly think whoever plays this deck is probably gonna top eight. Like, assuming you're pretty good. But that's neither here nor there. Because the deck is very good, and I don't think people, will, at least on paper, in paper, will know how to play against you. We're playing around Thoughtseize here. Mm, I guess, do we get Safekeeper or not? I think the answer is yes. Or or we can play around removal. That's another option. No, actually, we boarded out Safekeeper. What am I saying? So let's do that. Collector. Oof. That might just be wraps. All right. A non-game, right? Just flipping coins. The thing about this matchup is it doesn't feel like I really get to play, right? It's just like, oh, does my hand line up with theirs? And in this case, I was fortunate to be, but win or lose, I don't really enjoy the matchup personally. Depending on who you ask, Bear with two guns, people say Legacy is pretty fair right now or pretty balanced, and I don't think they would be necessarily wrong if you look at the recent results. Looks like Reanimator. I think just in case, let's fetch basic. Don't op agent me turn one, please. They entomb here. That's wraps. Our hand is not meant to be on the draw turn one and two, turn two, reanimate. Why do they have two swamps in their deck? What is going on? I don't know. Very odd. Very, very odd. Um, I think we're all in on this reclaimer. Well, sort of. Why do they have Dark Ritual in their deck? What is going on? What is going on? Why do they have two swamps in a Dark Ritual? Like, is this Pox we're playing against? I'm not gonna grow Voidwalker just because. If they are playing Pox, I might just up and leave because the no thanks. So question here is like, am I getting a Cradle? Yeah, I think the answer is yes. We can stomach a couple attacks from that Voidwalker. I don't think it's gonna matter. The Dark Ritual Opposition Agent deck is a deck I don't want to really play against. because again, the more variance the deck has, the more I don't really want to play against it. Uh, I don't because I think I had the better deck. I don't want to like reduce the games to flipping coins. What are we doing here? I guess it's this. No, just pass. Actually, yeah, just pass. It's not worth it. Sure. We go to 11. It's fine. Attraction is gonna come down right now. Game, set, match. Maybe not game. Sorry, not match. It's game though. Lost connection to game. Okay. I believe they're on a zero outer. They lost connection. Shaky internet over there. I can't complain really because my opponent was ahead on clock before this, so I need to pick up the pace. I was I don't like to ever be behind on clock. It means I'm playing too slowly. All right, I'm gonna go get water. Our opponent has a shaky internet connection right now. Hey, Answer Key Gaming. I have not played this exact configuration yet. Like, I haven't played in the last 4 days. Just from fatigue, mental fatigue, physical fatigue. I played three and it's felt good. That's why I'm up to four. I just think the card. I think you just lean into your strengths with this deck, right? You're just like that combo police, or sorry, the anti graveyard combo police. You just dare them to turn one you, and if they or turn two you, and they don't, they probably just lose the game. And Kenai is better than Shepard. Shepard, shout out to Mike if he's still here, but Shepard felt so bad in our matchup. Like I'd rather play a card that does something by itself. The exceptions to the rule is the Safekeeper, which is just like insane when paired against Wire the Reliquary and just protecting your threats. And it also increases virtual density, threat density in the deck too. They view Keen as a bigger threat than White. Your Reanimator opponent is misinformed. I'll put it that way. It's situationally better. It is not better on average, and it's not even close. One doesn't need mana. The other one does. One unlocks your mana. The other one sinks your mana. Now, don't get me wrong. Kenai is very good in the matchup, but your opponent is misinformed. I mean, I forgot who said this, but the ultimate test was answered right when Lurrus got printed. Like, and it was before they changed the companion rule. But long story short, Ancestral Recall is worse than Black Lotus, and that was settled when Lurrus got printed. Right, like cheating on mana is always gonna be better than cheating on cards, assuming proportional. Right, obviously, if you play Harmonize or Concentrate, it's not gonna be better than, or maybe that's not that. Like Dark Ritual is not better than Ancestral Recall, but like in general, like Black Lotus is better than like apples to apples comparison, right? The fact that White plays offense and defense without you needing to hold up mana is just insane. Because like if your opponent makes you tap out for 4 mana just to like pump it, for instance, and they like play Fatal Push, you're so far behind tempo wise, and like I don't, okay, here's that track. I don't know why my opponent hasn't conceded yet. They're on a 0 hour. Right? We have Safekeeper. I think we're gonna. I think Forge is not changed. The matchup is not changed much by the cards that we would play instead of Kenai. But Kenai in the matchup where it's relevant, it's game winning by itself. It's not quite Wire the Reliquary, but it's pretty dang close in that matchup. And it's situationally, like I said, better than Wire the Reliquary. Um, Snuff Out, Cradle. What are we looking for here? Future Sight card. I don't even know what Future Sight cards they're talking about. Maybe an endurance here. What am I doing here? I don't know what my opponent's doing, but like, This is aggravating. In the meantime, I don't even know. Like, no Snuff Out, obviously. I have a map somewhere here for this matchup. Ironically enough. No collective. Looks like endurance, crop, and maze. Seems reasonable enough. And then not play Thoughtseize. You have Dark Ritual. What do we see? We saw Bowmasters and Voidwalker from them. What are the odds that they have Nethergoy? Probably low, I think. Maybe we should not play Endurance, play Seize and take their opposition agent, which they likely have. Well, we'll try it. I don't know. I don't like to play Seize against the aggro deck, but we didn't see much. There's two Voidwalkers and Bowmasters, like not much. Hey, Everett, how's it going, man? Thank you for. Hopefully, you had a good stream earlier. I saw you were on the verge of the 5-0. I don't know if you got it or not. I had to tune out. What's it called? Right as you were playing your fifth match because wife and son were coming home. You were on Stiflenot. Your Curie drew like 12. That's the last thing I saw. I think. I think here I'm just gonna like fetch preemptively. They didn't take the green sun, which tells me they probably have an opposition agent. Oh, nice! Congrats. All right, they did that. So, question here is, what are we doing? If they want to waste me, I think I'd rather than waste the Talon Gates. We can't even. We could ramp technically, but I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, let's. I guess we just ramp here, or not even. I guess we get a reclaimer. No, I don't think I want safety. They have Bowmasters. Like, we need the mana first. If they want to waste here, they can. What is going on here? Okay, sure. In a main phase, the opposition agent looks like it. Bargoy. Uh, hmm. I can do the maze and just like they have Wasteland up. Uh, if we tap out here, then the Borgorf gets to attack, which is awkward. We can like maze for a turn. I think that's probably fine. I think we do this. I don't want to expose my Cradle, and Arbor's susceptible to Bowmasters. Yeah, I don't want to like have to tap out for no reason. Oof. They probably take the green sun. Actually, ooh, this is awkward. I just realized. Well, actually, maybe not. I think I have to tap this in a way so that I leave Reclaimer up to protect against Wasteland. Here's the maze. Mm, I don't think. Well, this is awkward regardless. If they double waste me here, it's kind of bad. We might just be screwed. I think we might. I think we might have to just force that Wasteland out. If they want to waste it, like so be it. Like shields are down. I need to like work towards. The thing is, I need to work towards a. That's the answer that I need. Right, I need to like get them to use this, and they can make the sequencing really awkward for me if have to shields down for a turn. Oh, not Bowmasters or Thoughtseize. Okay, I guess nothing I can do about that. They didn't have opposition agent. I don't mind the way this game played out for what it's worth. I think we're probably priced into blocking here. Actually, maybe not. We'll see. They have Bowmasters, which is like, no. Actually, I think we are because otherwise we'll be at two. Oh god, they just had the all removal hand. Yeah, the way this game played out, I don't think I like Thoughtseize. We just fall behind on board. There's the opposition agent. So what we had to do there was phase out the thing, and that only buys us one turn. Based on how this played out, I think we just want creatures. We didn't see Netherglyph. Maybe Seize is better than Endurance, but again, I don't. I think we just want to like muck up the board. They have a lot of removal, and I feel like we just try to fade opposition agent. Ugh. Okay. Not really what I want to see in my opener, but it has. It is what it is. I feel like no C's, no fatal push. almost feels like they're holding up Dark Ritual Opposition Agent. In which case, I think we'll just pass and see what they do. I don't really want to go for it unless they tap out like they just did right now. All right, they just lost the game. Oops. So it's even protected because I'm gonna go for Safekeeper here, so that they don't like shoot the sheriff or something me, and then game's done. Oops, I messed that up. I should have attacked first, but it doesn't matter. Once upon a time, Lair, probably just the endurance. That's like good enough. I missed 1 point of damage, but that's okay. Like I said, I just wanted to not walk into the Dark Ritual Opposition Agent there. Okay. Why do they have Entomb in their deck randomly? We do have the endurance. I think they know that, right? We pitched the natural order once upon a time. Probably the natural order. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like they know about it. All right. Not very interesting to be honest. They randomly have the Entomb package, so that's interesting, I guess. I'm gonna use a restroom real quick, and then we'll be back. All right, we're back. Two graveyard based decks so far. Although we didn't see much of it in the first two games against our third opponent. Here are my socials again. In case you're curious for my content. Playing on Doctor X. Are you kidding? Are you telling me I'm playing against another one of these decks? I think we're priced into fetching black here, but it's not really what I want to do. If they waste me, then I probably just double ram next turn. How is it in the just very ironic that we're trying to take advantage of our snuff outs. We play against the back-to-back mono black decks. Another Bowmasters. Sure. Bowmasters low key kind of mediocre against us. They just fall. Players who play against it just fall behind on tempo. Okay, so triple 1 mana removal spell so far. Oh my god. Missing on a land drop here is pretty bad. Alright. We have two blanks here, unfortunately. So the question here is, do we play the ignoble or do we play the endurance? I think we play the endurance. Mm, the thing is, the ignoble. Okay, there's more things the ignoble dies to, so I think so. Yeah. Also, I guess sneaking suspicion they have it. What the heck is going on here? Oh. Why did they do that? What is going on? I guess they need 4 mana. They waste me. They sure. Sure. I guess I'd rather that die than the ignoble die. We're not under a ton of pressure. They can have an endurance if they want. Oh my god, another wasteland. Oh, Jesus. Fetch land here would be pretty clutch. It's not bad. Guess we attack. sure if there's any harm in attacking here. We draw another one. Sure. Just our luck. We're trying to make the use of Snuff Out and play against essentially three mono black decks. So question here is, do we hold waste? We would probably have to block here. There's no more creatures, which helps our case. So this ghost vacuum could shrink. What is going on here? What combat? What shenanigans are they up to? If they kill a creature in response here, do we call their bluff? I think so. Okay. Okay. Nice. Are you kidding me? Okay, we're just screwed. I guess we are losing this match. Guess we are losing this match. We have one outer. They just left themselves open for no. Actually, that's not true. I was gonna say we had a one outer, but then they're at five. Yeah, we're just unlucky right now. In the sense that we're playing against three mono black decks in a metagame that Snuff Out's supposed to be good at. What do we see? I think we just bring in the endurances, right? Like, just more. We just want more threats. Saga might be interesting in this matchup. Just another land. The maze might be relevant too, only because we just board up lands, right? There's smallpox deck. The land, the maze might be relevant because of Voidwalker. I don't want to walk crop rotation into their opposition agent. this stream has been kind of a bust. I was hoping to play against meta decks and we're like 1 for 4 right now in terms of meta decks. Well, I guess lands is it's not even. I don't know if it even first page. First page. Excuse me. Um, I think we mull this hand. All right, I think we lost. We probably should have kept the first 7. It's hard because like Atrax is dead there. The reason why I didn't keep that hand was because I was afraid of, and maybe I'm not supposed to play around 2 cards, like Thoughtseize into Voidwalker, and then they have my Atraxa. That's the reasoning. They also like drew 4, I think, one mana removals. Excuse me. You have got to be kidding me. Plague Engineer in this economy. I don't think I've seen a Plague Engineer in ages. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, my guy got opposition agent. Yep. Why is it that when I'm streaming I'm playing against the mono black deck that is like not really a meta deck? We learned nothing from this stream, unfortunately. Plague Engineer, a card that is pretty unplayable, but somehow this person's registering it. Sure. See if they nuke their own yard here. Seems loose, personally. That's a start. I don't know what would compel somebody to play a deck like this. Oh, human. That's right. It does grow my white for what it's worth. Oops, that doesn't work. We're getting soloed by one card here. Two cards, I guess. The engineer is awfully annoying against us. Two cards that otherwise don't see any play. Well, agent sees a little bit of play. So I take that back. I don't see an out here because we didn't board in Force of Vigor. Not that I would think that they're on Force of Vigor. Sorry, enough enchantments. Like I don't think we saw a Saga game one. I could be wrong. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what he's been playing. Like, do I want to play this out? I feel like what are we even hoping to draw here? Of course, sure, why not? Like, I don't think we saw a Saga like game one, right? Like, what is going on? Do I want to just like slog through this? Probably not. I think I'm just gonna concede. I don't think it's worth the time. Oops, I can't even check. I don't think we're. I don't know what I'm drawing to. Right? They had multiple agents, and I don't know how I'm getting through there. grind engine army. We use the talent gates up too, so that's not even an option. If we were ahead on board, it's a different story. But we're like behind on board there. And then they can just sit back as they tick Liliana up, right? Like I just don't know. We don't have an out. T Wad, another oops player. What is going on here? Although according to MTG bot, they are on Oscillate Prize, so a real deck. No, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of losing to something like this. Keep. I don't know what they're on. This is an oops player. Normally, I like feel a little bit compelled to keep endurance just in case. Okay, they're not. I don't know what the hell is going on here. I don't even know what I'm playing against. That's the scary part. Like, why are they playing this card? And I don't think I want safe here in this like particular board state. So, like, we don't have lands to pitch. I think we just like try to triple spell next turn. I think that's the line. This is what I get for trying to put out content. We're playing against a whole bunch of non decks today. Maybe it's the time of night too. Like this is the time of night people just love to play like oops all spells, for instance. Sure. I don't think they have days. Who the heck knows? They're playing glass. Yeah. Like again, the minute they show this, anything's possible, right? Like it could be registering anything. Yeah. We are 2-2. Unfortunately, we play against like three non decks, but it is what it is. You can have a Elvish Reclaimer. I haven't seen it personally, but it doesn't seem great for me for them personally. Ironically enough, this is more meta than the stuff we've been playing against. Waste this and then maybe get another waste. I don't know. Sure. Sure. Low resource game. This natural order is going to resolve the minute we draw or get ramping here. That reclaimer can get a their own wasteland. Hmm. They want to waste me, they can. Sure. They're gonna they're gonna waste me, but we still have another land, so I think that's fine. I don't think we care. Oh, it's flying? Okay, I guess I can't stop that. I guess I didn't know. Pitch cast endurance for what? Okay, we're screwed now. Why does this thing have flying? That's pretty relevant. You're gonna waste us again. Actually, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. We had Atraxa ready. We botched this game. We had the pitch cast and Atraxa right now with shields down, and I don't even think we want to like recycle wastelands into their deck. Actually, I'm gonna cost myself this game. We had Atraxa and we like botched it. I'm so mad at myself right now. We had Atraxa and we botched, and I botched it. Not we, I. Like the game's over. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, what I'm supposed to do there is pitch cast, evoke endurance, pitch the higher, get Atraxa, and I don't think they can beat it on this board state. No, we just lose. The funny thing is, Atraxa could lose actually to this board state. That's the funny part about it. Probably not, but I mean, maybe. The rust is definitely showing in this match here, where I just like threw a game for no reason. Didn't matter the other ones, so I can't make excuses there. But hmm. Oh, that thing has flying. I keep forgetting. If they attack with the reclaimer again, um, I can get a cradle and then like sneak attracts us through. I guess I have to block the reclaimer here, and then some other things getting through. I think it's probably game. Let me think about that. Is that enough? No, we're just dead. Mm-hmm. What's with all the non-meta decks tonight? I think it says the board in C's in this matchup, which is interesting. Crop rotation too. I don't think crop rotation is like particularly good. Like they're playing brainstorm, which is like awkward. Like I don't think a creature is what I mean. Sorry, crop rotation is what we want. I think we just want more creatures, to be honest. Maybe we want Saga. No, the maze. That's probably sketch too, to be honest. Well, it might be okay. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. What in the world? Hi, Heaven Computer. Theirs or ours? A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. I think here we want to just hit land drops. Mm, Cradle. This deck is hard to play, Heaven Computer, so don't fault you there. I don't think we care about one damage. What is gonna happen here? Pride, maybe? Skyclave, alright. Why did they attack? What the hell? That's the fastest keep ever. Long story short, this deck is just a bunch of one card combo. You play Wily Reliquary. If you untap, you win the game. Or you resolve natural, or you win the game. I think we just snuff it out right now. Okay. Hmm. Johnny's gonna be problematic. We're gonna draw natural order probably pretty soon. I think we let that go. Although we have to block pretty soon. I think we let that go one turn. Actually, no, I screwed up. They get the token, so I that was a bad idea. Sure. Yeah, that was a bad idea. I'm playing so loose right now. I think that just like cost me the game because they can get Ajana and plus, but like now they have like two extra fog tokens, and I could have dealt with a pride earlier and didn't. I'm playing pretty loose. They should have one less blocker, but like I said, I effed up. Do we just get a fetch so they all can attack? Maybe. Okay, they have the swords. Didn't matter. Like I said, I'm playing super loose here. I cost myself a game multiple times, but not too concerned. I think the point is, if I played better, probably win. Sometimes I think this like pointless, right? You try to get practice and then you pair into like non-meta decks. I should. What am I doing? Like, I should have attacked the Tamio. So I'm like just playing like an. I'm just playing so poorly right now. It's just kind of insane. That way they can't minus. Like this doesn't have removal, and their ability is a zero anyways. Like putting, three ways to Sunday here. Oh well, I don't like. I'm not gonna put too much stock in this league. I was like somewhat mentally checked out too already after the first match. No, I think the hands are fine. I just playing like a baboon and like playing like a baboon and then playing against non-meta decks too. All right, 2-3. I don't think I really care. A bunch of non-meta decks. So I don't know what to think. Um, not really in the mood at the moment. I think I just raised somebody. I would go over the deck discussion, but I don't think we really know anything other the fact that I was not playing very well. Maze looked kind of sketch. I think that's the only maybe takeaway. Maybe we can play something better than Maze. Um, I don't. As for what that card is, I'm not sure, but no, I don't even like Wasteland personally. Like the way that lands match played out, right? Like it's weird because they don't play around Boseiju. Maybe because they know, like, scour our list. They don't know they know we don't have it. But the way it played out there, like our opponent made Merit Lage end step, and they could just not do it and just like wait until they deal with the like the wasteland or the Caracas and then go for it. Like, and they drew the wasteland the following turn, so whatever that's worth. All right. Anyways, I apologize. I just not in the mood tonight. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and raid XJ Cloud, and then hopefully we can rebound after this. Apologies if I am like tilting. All right. Thanks everyone for hanging out, and hopefully everybody has a good night.